Imagine stepping into your kitchen on a chilly fall morning, somewhere in the USA, and reaching for a knob of fresh, plump ginger you dug from your own backyard or patio container just the day before. You slice it thin, and that bright, spicy citrus aroma fills the air, promising the most vibrant stir-fries, soothing teas, and homemade candies you've ever tasted. No more pale, dried-out knobs from the grocery store that lose their fire after a week in the fridge. These are vibrant, juicy, and packed with that unmistakable zing that makes every meal feel special. If you've ever wanted to grow your own ginger, but thought it was only for tropical climates, or required a greenhouse the size of a barn, you are exactly in the right place. Today we're walking through every single step to grow ginger successfully from rhizome to harvest, even if you're a complete beginner whose thumbs have never felt particularly green before. We'll cover everything from starting your own plants to perfect care routines.
Kale is thriving.
And simple fixes tailored for American backyard balconies and raised beds so you can enjoy homegrown ginger all year long. No matter where you live, stick with me. And by the end you'll have the confidence to plant your own ginger patch and bring that fresh, spicy magic straight to your table.
Time to give these ginger roots
Growing
a deep
ginger
drink.
is one of the most exciting and
Watering
rewarding
deeply
projects for
encourages
home
strong root
gardeners
growth.
all over the United States
Look at that
because
soil
this tropical
soaking it up.
perennial delivers both beautiful, ornamental foliage and a steady supply of spicy, aromatic rhizomes that taste far superior to anything you can buy. The plant itself is a showstopper with tall, cane-like stems and long, lance-shaped leaves that give your garden or patio a lush, tropical feel even in temperate zones. In its first year, it focuses on building strong roots and foliage, and by the second or third season you can harvest mature rhizomes, while the plant keeps producing new shoots. For beginners, the best part is how forgiving ginger can be, once you understand its few key needs. Consistent warmth, moisture, and bright indirect light. Whether you live in sunny Florida where you can grow it in the ground year-round, in the cooler Midwest where containers and a sunny windowsill work perfectly, or in the Pacific Northwest, with a small greenhouse setup, ginger adapts beautifully when given the right start and steady care, suited to your local climate. The journey begins with planting your ginger the smart way so your rhizomes get off to a vigorous, healthy start. Ginger is grown from rhizomes rather than seeds, and the easiest way for beginners is to buy fresh, plump organic ginger from the grocery store or a nursery. Look for pieces with visible eyes or small buds. These are the growth points. Cut the rhizome into 2 to 3 inch pieces, each with at least one eye, and let the cut surfaces dry for a day or two to prevent rot. Plant the pieces about 2 inches deep in a rich, well-draining potting mix or garden bed, spacing them 8 to 12 inches apart. In most of the USA, you'll want to grow ginger in large containers or raised beds, so you can control the soil and move the plants indoors when temperatures drop below 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Choose a spot that receives bright, indirect light or filtered sun for at least 6 to 8 hours a day. Direct midday sun can scorch the leaves in hot southern states, while too little light leads to leggy, weak growth. In northern or cooler regions, a sunny south-facing windowsill, greenhouse, or grow lights work wonderfully during the shorter days of spring and fall. The ideal soil is loose, fertile, and slightly acidic to neutral with a pH between 5.5 and 6.5. Mix in plenty of compost or well-rotted manure for nutrients, and add perlite or coarse sand to ensure excellent drainage. Water the newly planted rhizomes thoroughly after planting and keep the soil consistently moist but never soggy until shoots emerge in 2 to 4 weeks. Once your ginger shoots are up and growing, success comes from providing the best light and temperature conditions that match its tropical origins while fitting American seasons. Ginger loves warm, humid environments with daytime temperatures between 75 and 85 degrees Fahrenheit and nights above 60 degrees. In the hot summers of the South and Southwest, it grows vigorously outdoors in partial shade, while in cooler northern states, you can start it indoors in early spring and move containers outside once nights stay reliably warm. Bright, indirect light or dappled morning sun is perfect. Too much direct sun can
I
burn
can't
the
believe
leaves,
how tall my
and
ginger
too little
plant has
light
grown.
slows growth and reduces
It
rhizome
started as a
size.
tiny sprout, and
In
now
very
look at
hot
it.
areas like Arizona or
I'm
Texas,
so proud of my first
provide
gardening
afternoon
success.
shade or grow under a light shade cloth during peak summer heat to prevent leaf scorch. Watch your plants closely. Healthy ginger leaves are deep green, upright, and slightly glossy. Yellowing lower leaves or slow growth usually means the plant needs more consistent warmth or better drainage. When conditions are just right, you'll see the tall, cane-like stems shoot upward several inches every week, forming a beautiful tropical clump that adds exotic beauty to any garden space. The correct watering routine is absolutely crucial. Those strong, healthy roots that produce plump, flavorful ginger rhizomes. Ginger is a moisture-loving plant that prefers consistently damp soil, but will quickly rot if the roots sit in water. Aim to give your plants about 1 to 1.5 inches of water per week, adjusting for rainfall and temperature, but always water deeply at the base, so the moisture reaches the rhizomes. Early morning is the best time so the foliage has all day to dry and fungal problems stay away. In containers, check the soil every day or two by pushing your finger an inch down. If it feels dry, water thoroughly until it drains out the bottom. A simple drip irrigation system, or self-watering container, is a lifesaver for busy gardeners and keeps moisture even without guesswork. Once the plants are a few inches tall, spread a 2-inch layer of organic mulch such as straw, shredded leaves, or cocoa hulls around the base. This mulch locks in soil moisture, keeps the roots cool during hot spells, suppresses weeds, and slowly adds nutrients as it breaks down. In humid eastern states, focus on excellent drainage and good airflow to avoid root rot. In drier western regions like Colorado or New Mexico, you may need to water more frequently or mist the leaves occasionally to raise humidity around the plant. Never let the soil dry out completely during active growth, and reduce watering slightly in cooler months when growth slows. Consistent, even moisture encourages the development of large, juicy rhizomes that store well and taste amazing. Fertilizing and pruning your ginger is simpler than many beginners expect,
harvest.
And is the secret
It was my first
to keeping
try,
the plants
and
lush,
they turned out
productive, and full of flavor.
Look at all these healthy
Ginger
roots.
is a moderate feeder that appreciates a balanced, organic fertilizer every 4 to 6 weeks during the active growing season, from spring through early fall. A slow-release granular fertilizer, or a weekly drink of diluted fish emulsion, or compost tea, provides gentle nutrients without burning the tender roots. Avoid high nitrogen formulas that push too much leafy growth at the expense of rhizome development. In the 2nd and 3rd years, you can side dress with compost or worm castings in early spring to give the plants an extra boost. Pruning is mainly about maintenance and encouraging bushier growth. Remove any yellow or damaged leaves at the base to improve airflow and prevent disease. If the plant becomes too tall or leggy, you can cut the oldest canes back to the ground after the growing season. This redirects energy into new shoots and larger rhizomes. In containers, you can also gently divide the plant every couple of years to keep it from becoming root-bound and to create new plants for friends or extra pots. These easy steps keep your ginger compact, healthy, and focused on producing those spicy underground treasures. Even the best gardeners sometimes run into common problems with ginger. But the good news is, most issues are easy to spot and fix with beginner-friendly solutions. One of the top complaints is slow or no growth in the first few weeks. This is completely normal because ginger takes time to wake up. Be patient, keep soils warm and moist, and shoots will appear. Yellowing leaves or wilting often come from underwatering, poor drainage, or cold temperatures. Adjust your watering schedule, make sure pots drain freely, and protect plants from temperatures below 50 degrees. Root rot from constantly soggy soil is prevented by using well-draining mix and never letting containers sit in water. Powdery mildew or leaf spot can appear in humid, stagnant air. Increase spacing, improve airflow with a small fan, and avoid wetting the leaves late in the day. Aphids or spider mites sometimes cluster on new growth, especially indoors. A strong spray of water, or a light application of neem oil, usually controls them. If the leaves turn pale or growth is weak, it may be a nutrient deficiency. Give a balanced organic fertilizer, and make sure the plant is getting enough bright indirect light. In very hot climates, leaves may scorch. Move containers to afternoon shade, or provide temporary shade cloth. With these straightforward fixes, you'll keep your ginger healthy and productive, no matter what challenges your local climate throws at it. Harvesting your ginger is the exciting payoff after months of patient care, and timing it right gives you the best flavor and storage life. Ginger is ready when the leaves start turning yellow and die back naturally, usually 8 to 10 months after planting. In warmer southern zones, you can harvest year-round. By gently digging around the edges of the clump and cutting off the rhizomes you need, while leaving the plant to keep growing. In cooler regions, bring containers indoors before frost and harvest after the foliage dies back. Use a garden fork or your hands to loosen the soil and lift the rhizomes carefully so you don't damage the remaining plant. Brush off excess soil, but do not wash them until you're ready to use them. Fresh ginger can be stored in the refrigerator for several weeks or frozen for up to 6 months. You can also dry slices for long-term storage or make your own ginger powder. The leftover plant will continue to produce new shoots, so you can keep the cycle going year after year. In longer growing seasons across the South or West Coast, you can enjoy homegrown ginger almost continuously once the plants are established. Your ginger garden is now ready to reward you with beautiful tropical foliage, that unmistakable spicy fragrance, and the incredible satisfaction of harvesting your own fresh rhizomes for cooking, teas, and remedies. Now it's your turn. Head to your local garden center or order fresh organic ginger rhizomes online. Choose a large pot or a sunny garden bed with good drainage, and start your own ginger adventure this season. You'll save money, enjoy fresher flavor, and feel that wonderful pride every time you slice into a rhizome you grew yourself. Don't wait for the perfect moment.
Humidity. I'll add water
The best time to grow ginger is right now. Right in your own American backyard or sunroom. If you love learning about seasonal flowering plants, gardening tips, and nature care, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Nature Nurture. Hub your home for year-round garden inspiration. Let's keep growing together.